got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 59. They can't hang with that. Check 59.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. the former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And some room to run now. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 97 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm going to run you over.
On the carry is Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Mayfield looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 31's the mic.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Interception all day, baby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way,
Here we go.
big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And we'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Here we go, here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. Here's Mostert. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
7-7, our score after 1.
Mike, here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Keep it up, keep it up.
From the 29, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Browns 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Blue down, blue down.
Now Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And a 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mayfield down. And it's complete. Hooper. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Cleveland.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and short yardage, Mayfield, and he's got his man, that's Landry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round, but they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check. Walk 54. Let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Now Landry. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
18, I got you, 18.
Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
11. 80 weapons.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Alert!
Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Mayfield now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong path.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 31's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. 31.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Set, 180. Hey, 133. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word yet symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go. We got 4.
Garoppolo again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Complete to George Kittle.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Carl Joseph.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.